Hey guys, what's up? It's Snake here, and this is video number 2 for Black Ops 2. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like the game? Do you not like the game? What do you like about it? What's your favorite thing about it? Let me know. Tell me. Tell me what you think about the game. Tell me, if you don't like it, why don't you like it? I don't know. I really really like it. Yesterday I was getting pumped because I was like, oh, it's coming out in less than 24 hours. Black Ops is here, Zombies is here, and then I played it and it blew away all my expectations. It's so much better than I expected it to be, and there's a lot of new things. There's a lot of different things compared to the old Black Ops. There's a lot of similar things though too. A lot of things that I was missing in Modern Warfare 3, and now they're back. So. Just all around, I'm really pumped about this game. There's so many different types of game modes that I can now play, and of course, we're now starting fresh. We're starting back at 0, so that 10th prestige level 50 is no more. So obviously, we got to start that all over again. So just a lot of fun to be had, I guess. I figure, obviously, you can see here we're doing a clip show, and I'm just showing you different modes from both zombies and multiplayer. And I guess we'll just talk about. We'll start out with the two things that I'm not particularly psyched about, as far as the game's concerned, and then we'll go through all the things I really like, and then obviously we'll finish it up so I can get back online and start recording more videos. But one thing that I wasn't happy about. I played Domination because I've been playing a lot of Domination on Modern Warfare, and they do it differently now. It's not just one match. First to 200 wins, however long it takes. There's 2 rounds, and there's a time constraint on both rounds. So it's just however many points you can get in that round, and then the second round, and I guess if there's a tie, there's obviously a third round. But I didn't play it that much to to run into a tie situation. So I'm not quite sure exactly how it works. It's a little different, a little weird. I guess maybe I just have to play it more to really get used to it. But the other thing that I'm definitely not happy about is that you can see the flag bearer and capture the flag at all times. And I feel like that was one of the best things about the old capture the flag on Black Ops was that you could be beyond sneaky. You could be like, Mission Impossible, like James Bond type sneaky, and just like duck and weave across across the map, grab the flag, duck and weave back, and then bam, the game was over. And you can't really do that anymore because everybody knows where you're at all times as long as you have the flag. But I mean, I guess I can kind of understand too, because I know in Black Ops a lot of people didn't like Ghost. In fact, everyone who wasn't using Ghost didn't like Ghost. But aside from that, if you used Ghost, you absolutely loved it. And it's funny too because now if you look at the way the perks are, you can get Ghost, like full Ghost, like Ghost the way it was in Black Ops 1, but you have to use all 3 of your perks. So you get no other perks but Ghost. And I'm not sure, but I think that I'm going to have to go for it. I think I'm going to have to use all 3 perks and give up all my other perks just to have Ghost, because it really is the best perk. But you can see too how now that it takes 3 perks, exactly how overpowered it was in Black Ops. So it's kind of good that they're fixing a lot of those things and making it more accessible to everybody. It didn't really snipe yet, so I don't know exactly how well they fixed it. So there's no quick scoping, but we'll see. If there is no quick scoping, I should say, then that's going to be really cool too. But I haven't worked my way over to the snipers yet. I don't know. What do I like? I guess to start out with, now that we're talking about perks, is that obviously in order to get those 3 perks, you have to use a perk from the second tier and then 2 perks from the first tier, along with a wild card that allows you to use those 2 perks. Now the reason why this is important is because you only get 10 slots for all of your items, and obviously guns count as items, attachments on the guns count as items, the wild cards, the grenades, the secondary grenades, all your perks, all that stuff counts as a slot, and so you only get 10 slots or 10 items to fill the slots. So you got to kind of pick and choose. So you can't be decked out. You can't get a gun with 2 attachments, and then a secondary with 2 attachments, and then have like 2 of the first tier perks, a second tier perk, and then like a gun, you know, like a all, you know what I'm saying? You can't have everything, so they really limit you that way, and I think that's kind of cool because it does allow it not only to be more customizable, but then at the same time more evened out. Well, as evened out as possible, I guess you could say. One of the other things I actually, which isn't related to gameplay at all, that I think is really cool is now in multiplayer and in zombies, you can change your search settings for the groups based on signal strength. So you can either jump in any game, no matter what the signal strength is, just to get into the game quick. You can have a so-so connection, or you can have the best connection. So you don't jump into games unless you're going to have a good connection, which I think is great, because I'd definitely much rather wait even a minute, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to jumping into a game right now and then being miserable for the next 10 minutes because my connection's bad. But not bad enough to kick me, just bad enough for me to suck. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a really cool thing they added. Obviously, Nuketown's back for those of you who pre-ordered, which is a lot of fun. It's really cool to see the new take on Nuketown. And they're doing Nuketown 24/7, so everybody who got Nuketown 2025 can play it all day long, which I think is excessive. But I know it was everybody's favorite favorite map, or almost everybody's favorite map. I wasn't. Oh, how to put this? I really liked it, but at the same time, the fact that everybody liked it so much is I wouldn't put it even in my top 5. I'd have to say if I had to pick a favorite map, it would probably be Firing Range. And actually, I think that would be really cool if they did a remake, a 2025 version of Firing Range at some point for one of the DLCs. Because if you think about it, instead of plywood, they could have like metal sheets with like the Black Ops logo on it and things like that. And then like instead of just the heads that like slid back and forth on the on the little tracks, it was like actual mannequins with hands, and they could like shoot at you if you were in the way or something like that, or I don't know, like make it somehow interactive on top of the fact that you have to fight the other team too. I think they could really make something cool and obviously futuristic for a training ground, don't you think? Let's see what else. Obviously, everything about zombies I love. All the zombie stuff is great. 8-player mode is really fun, especially if you get a group of 8 friends, so everybody's in party chat, and that way you can all talk crap to each other and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun because it's less competitive and more like, I don't know, you're just joshing around or being jerks to each other, just just for fun. But at the same time, there is something to be said for actually going online and playing it and being in your own party and actually like trying to compete and like be serious about it, and not only try to get to the highest level, but try to get to the highest level and then make the other team fail. Because it does get to, well, eventually they just become so overwhelming. But at the same time, you can't let it get that crazy, because then you still have to survive. So you wanna figure out the best way to sort of, like trap them. Like if one gets knocked down, trap them in so the other guys can't revive them and things like that. And that sounds kind of dirty. And at first I was like, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. But then that's what, I don't want to say, that's kind of what you have to do, you know what I'm saying? That's like part of the game, because you really do need to win at any cost, because otherwise you're dead. That's the only other option besides winning. There's no second place. It's you're either lunch or you're first, and that's it. Or you're first in your lunch, I guess would be funnier. But anyway, regardless, doesn't matter. But yeah, 8 players is really, really cool. I especially like the the lightning knuckles. Whatever they call them, I forget the name. But those are really cool, because I know for a fact they go up to level 15 one hit. Probably all the way up to like level 19 probably, and then at 20 they stop being a one hit. But I love the bowie knife, so anything that's a one hit kill, melee is top of my list. So that's really awesome that they have that in there. The only place I found it, of course, is in the 8-player zombies, but I'm sure it's probably hidden somewhere in the storyline too. The storyline's a lot of fun as well, because you got Sam and you got 3 new people, and this is obviously far enough into the future where she's a woman. And you got that weird bus that just takes you around to all the different maps. So we don't know exactly yet, like, we don't know really shot for shot what happened in between the Earth exploding and how we got where we were, and who these three people are. So these are a lot of questions that we have right now that we are going to be trying to figure out in the coming days, of course. And then obviously when the new DLC comes out, we'll get 3 or 4 new maps or whatever it is for zombies. So we'll have the storyline map, and then we'll have this, the standalone like 8-player / survival mode maps, and whatever that locked map is that I haven't gotten to yet. Who knows what it is? Well, I take that back. I'm sure there are quite a few people out there who already know what that is, but I'm going to try and figure it out on my own before I start looking at other people's videos. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Well, actually, no, wait. I take that back. My favorite thing I almost forgot about Black Ops 2 is Nuketown Zombies. Genius. Like I said, Nuketown was my favorite map, but Nuketown Zombies, the greatest idea. The greatest idea Treyarch's ever had. And for those of you who didn't get the Hardened or Care Package Edition, it sucks. I'm sure it's going to come out eventually. I've heard, and this was just with a couple different people that I was talking to in the game, so I'm sure they probably saw it online or something like that, and you could probably even check it out. But that sounds like it's going to be coming out in December or January, so it's not too far away. You'll definitely be able to buy it at least and get the DLC that way, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really small map. It's really cool though. There's only a couple doors to go through on either side, but it's the Nuketown map just with zombies everywhere, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really excited about playing that map and seeing exactly how high I can get, and I want to know what the mannequins have to do with it. Like what kind of Easter egg do the mannequins play? Because obviously in Nuketown from Black Ops, if you knocked all the heads off the mannequin in a certain amount of time, you get a song from Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. And the other reason why I think the mannequins really have something to play, some kind of role to play in this map as far as an Easter egg, is because they change position when you start a new round. Like when you die, not a round, but when you start a new game, certain mannequins can actually change position and be in different places, or not be not be wherever and be somewhere else. So there's got to be something weird behind that. Like why would they do that unless there was a reason for them to do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's something I'm going to really be looking into close. I'm hopefully going to be getting a storyline video out tomorrow, or at least the beginnings of a storyline video. But if nothing else, I want to look more into the Nuketown Zombies and what the mannequins do and things like that. So we're going to see a video on that as well. And then obviously I'll be putting some multiplayer in there. Like I talked about, Gun Game before is back, or maybe I didn't, did I? Anyway, Gun Game is back, if I didn't say that before. And Sharpshooter, which is whatever. And then, of course, One in the Chamber, which is a lot of fun, too. So it's really neat to see those come back. And just all around, the game's fantastic. I hope you think so, too. Because obviously, a lot of y'all all waited in line last night. And you've been playing all night just like me and put in at least 10 or more hours already. In fact, yeah, over 10 hours now I've been playing, and I don't see why I shouldn't be playing another 10 hours from now. So, you know what I'm saying? Because this has to be my favorite Call of Duty so far. I liked Black Ops a lot. Before that, I liked World at War. Obviously, I'm a Treyarch guy. Nothing wrong with Modern Warfare. It has its place in time, but for me, I really like the uniqueness that you see in the Treyarch game. And obviously Zombies is got to be hands down my favorite game of all time. So anyway, until the next video, guys, if y'all have any questions, comments, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, because we are going to be putting tons and tons more videos out now that I'm back from my little hiatus. And thank you so much to all the fans who stuck in there, and all the comments I've been seeing so far just on my first video. You guys are great. And I'm so psyched that you're excited about all this stuff too. So until next time, guys, peace out.